Uh-huh. Let's see what you motherfuckers are talking about tonight. What are you motherfuckers talking about? Mm. Mm. Let's see which one of y'all is up. I know you niggas on the East Coast asleep. Look, Scotty, are you in Cleveland? That's a Cleveland Central Time, ain't it? Oh, what's up, Nino? Man, what's up, man? I was gonna post that Twitter space on YouTube from my Black Music History Part 4. My ass done didn't record the damn Twitter space. Kind of shit is that? Are you on the East Coast? Shit. Must be in your 20s, 30s, 20. When I was in my 20s, I didn't go to bed. I didn't go to bed till about 3 o'clock every night in my 20s. Between 3 and 4 is when I would go to bed, and I'd always be up between 7 and 8, and that was basically every day in my 20s. Go to bed 2:30, 3 o'clock, sleep till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. One semester in college when I was 20, whatever year 9/11 happened. What was that? 2001. When that 9/11 bullshit happened, I was in my I was in Santa Monica College, and I had a 7 a.m. math class. Yeah, 7 a.m. And this wasn't twice. Most classes were twice a week. This shit was 4 days a week. It was 7 a. It was from 7 a.m. to 7:55 a.m. Monday through Thursday. I remember waking up and seeing them bullshit ass plane hit that bullshit ass building and thinking, "What's this bullshit going on?" I was still then, and then I started getting. Then when we got to school, man, you don't get that cheap ass muffler out of here. This nigga got a goddamn 1951 VW Beetle muffler on a Dodge Charger, and it's probably and that's probably that little bullshit ass 6-cylinder Dodge Charger too. That wasn't even an SRT. Well, anyway, I remember when that bullshit ass 9/11 happened. I had to be the class at 7 in the morning, and we had our math class, and half the people at school saw what happened, half didn't. And then when my 8 o'clock class hit, they was like, "Nah, school canceled." What's up, Chris? What's up, Trey Day? Yeah. What's up, 4-2-9? Nigga, I remember when that bullshit ass 9/11 happened. I was wondering what the fuck was I thinking signing up for a 7 a.m. class. But it's cool because I guess my brain works really well. But man, I was 20, nigga. I was partying every night. I would. It was plenty of times when I had that 7 a.m. class. It was plenty of times I was getting home at like 6 in the morning just to take a shower and go right back out to school. What's up, Mel Smith? It's like somebody playing gospel music around here. One of my neighbors, this nigga, I hear a choir singing. What the fuck? Mm-mm. Nigga say he was in detention hall. Nigga, hey, Scotty, what the fuck was he doing in detention in the morning, nigga? Was he starting fights before school started? This motherfucker was cussing out the assistant principal before class started. Hey, Chris, were you? Yeah, Chris, we had lost contact when we graduated high school. Were you in the military when 9/11 happened? Or you were say you were in school? What school was you at, Chris? Oh, you want to think about Biden giving uh, Latin American citizenship? Oh, he's just getting started. We got 2.5 more years of this shit. We got 2.5 more years of Biden giving citizenship to any and every non-black group he can find. That's a guarantee. Yeah, you were in the Navy. Yeah. Oh shit! I'm almost dropped my phone. I saw B. Paulie's picture looking like an insect, and that shit made me almost drop my phone. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, B. Paulie? Yeah, man. That 9/11, that college shit, boy. Yeah, Chris, you in the military. I wasn't fucking with the military. I remember they called me because I thought I wanted to join the military at first because I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to fly aeroplanes, but then I was like, hold on. But if I fly planes for the military, I'm gonna have to kill somebody because that's what these planes do. They go out killing folks. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, Joe Biden. I don't fuck with Joe Biden. Look like a liver spot. Joe Biden is the worst president. He's worse than Trump so far, and he's almost he's getting down there towards Bush levels. Bush was the worst president of this century so far. George Herbert Walker Bush. That's one of the worst 5 presidents in American history. Probably one of the worst 3. But this motherfucker Joe Biden is getting to be George Herbert Walker Bush levels of terrible. I remember that motherfucker Bush totally fucked off post 9/11. Yeah, aeroplanes. And they don't want to end white supremacy. That's why they can end white supremacy in 5 minutes if they wanted to. They don't want to. LGBTQ is another. That's just an acronym for white supremacy. That's all it is. Because it's yeah, they got the black LGBTQ players being the first ones to be cheerleaders and trannies and shit on football teams. They got the black ones on TV commercials, but it's the white ones running shit. So LGBTQ is just an acronym for white supremacy. That's all. It's like let's talk about anything that wants to distract from America's debt it owes to Black Americans is white supremacy. So sometimes the white supremacy is LGBTQ. White supremacy is immigration talk is white supremacy because the whole point of immigration is to keep Black people on the bottom of the social pecking order. So in order to keep Black people on the bottom of the order, you got to keep bringing in these new immigrants that's going to undercut the cost of labor and displace the black working class. Got to do that for it to work. So those are buzzwords you should know. LGBTQ, white supremacy. Immigration, white supremacy. You want to talk about Ukraine, white supremacy. All that shit, white supremacy. At the end of the day, all of it, 100% of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How's 2% of the question? Yeah, I get. You gay, but like, first of all, why is who you fucking even a topic? And why do you get special classifications? Look, I'm a fat dude. I can file for discrimination all day, nigga. Nigga, the aeroplane seats ain't wide enough, nigga. The basketball stadium states are too small for big niggas like me, nigga. The doorways ain't wide enough. That's discrimination. I gotta pay extra for the 4X t-shirt. Nigga, that's discrimination, nigga. I'm left-handed too, nigga. So why all the doorknobs on the right side, nigga? That's discrimination. They discriminate against us left-handers. It's a higher percentage of people that are left-handed than that are gay. Gay left-handers, we 9% of the population. Gay folks is like 4-5% of the population. Why they get all the benefits? Why can't left-handers? Why the fuck that? Why we can't get? Why all the guns got to be either neutral grip or right-handed grip? They'll make no guns especially for left-handed grip. But you get all these goddamn cis ass sissies get all these special ass treatment. And I don't like it. What about left-handed rights, nigga? I had to spend my whole school life, K through college, sitting in desks that had accommodations for people who were right-handed. Left-handed people, my elbow sitting leaning all off the desk because it ain't got no elbow support. My handwriting fucked up, messed up some of my grades because my teachers couldn't read my sorry ass handwriting because I didn't have no goddamn desk for left-handers. Then what about spiral binders? Spiral binders are biased. Spiral binders, you have to be right-handed to write in a spiral binder. Why is it so biased? Three-ring binders. Why do three-ring binders got to be on the left side? Why couldn't the holes be on the opposite side? Huh? We left-handers got a legitimate gripe with the government. Legitimate gripe. But no, they don't want to pay attention to us. They say, no, no, your gripe isn't valid. Now, if you want a dick in your ass, we got some rights for you. If you want to go shit sticking your way through life, hey, the government got something for you. You can get reparations in Palm Springs if your drawers got dookie in the front and the back. Another cheap ass motor. God damn, that muffler was horrible. But anyway, you can get reparations if your shit stains are in the front and the back. But you can't get reparations if you goddamn left-handed and all the trials and tribulations that we had to go through as left-handers. That's right, Nicole. Nah, be poly. I'm black and left-handed at the same time. You dig? We need left-handed rights. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a B1 room and be like, Black America doesn't accommodate. Well, what about the left-handed Black Americans? I'm gonna like join in Tariq's Twitter space or Jason Black's Twitter space and go in and be like, yeah, I don't hear you guys talking about special accommodations for Black left-handers. Like when I got your flag, it was when I got the foundational Black American flag, the print only showed on the right side. Well, what about the left side? Like I'm gonna do that shit. Like these motherfuckers do, nigga. That's right, that crazy bitch. We left-handed. We we BL1. Goddamn it, black left-handed first, nigga. That's who the fuck we are. Or LB1, left-handed black first, nigga. That's who we are. BL1 crew. I think what I'm gonna start doing. Matter of fact, no, damn that. I'm not gonna fuck with Tarika. I'm gonna go to them gay rooms. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find some gay Twitter spaces and then raise my hand. And hopefully, I get called up. And then here's like, I don't hear you guys. I know the gay people have their rights, but what about left-handers? Does gay America have space for straight left-handers, or for gay left-handers and left-handers straight and gay? Because when all the LGBTQ spiral binders only accommodate right-hand writers, is the LGBTQ community discriminating against the left-handed community? Because the LGBTQ, with them being a marginalized group, they should understand the marginalization of left-handers. Yeah, Nino Black. I'm gonna get Nino Black mad at me. I'm gonna be like, nah, Nino Black. We ain't B1. We BL1, nigga. We black left-handed first. And what that means is the treatment, the consideration by Black America of its left-handed um, participants. Like Black America is not going to go anywhere until it addresses the inequities in the left-handed community. Like why the fuck why is it when they put the fist up? Why is it a right fist? Huh? Let's talk about that. Why is the Black Power symbol a right-handed fist? Why can't it? That's showing bias to right-handers and this discriminating against us left-handers. I'm starting a Twitter space, and I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be called "Secure the Hands." Again, hashtag BL1, secure the hand, secure the left hand, and I'm gonna go up in there in y'all Twitter spaces, and I'm gonna cause all kind of confusion. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be a troll. I'm gonna cause all the goddamn confusion. I'm gonna have my BL1 Twitter group, nigga, and I'm gonna rally all the left hand niggas on Twitter and be like, nigga, let's go in to Jason Black's or Tariq's or Afro Elites. Let's go up in their Twitter space and let's talk about all the times that they did not address left hand people. Secure the southpaws. That's right. Yeah, watch. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm gonna disrupt everything, nigga. Like, what about the left-handers? I'm stopping all you niggas' momentum. Y'all think y'all getting reparations? Hell nah. I think it should be a special consideration for Black left-handers reparations. Because America has to repair the damage of making us go learn reading, writing, and arithmetic on right-handed deaths. See, we Black people, you guys can't get reparations before left-handers. Left-handers have been singled out for discrimination. You know what I mean? When everything that comes, like coffee mugs. Why when I buy a coffee mug, the logo on the mug, why is the logo facing me? The whole point of a coffee mug is so the logo can face the other people, so y'all can see I have a cool mug. Like, look at me, guys. I have a cool mug. See the logo? But no, I don't get that because with me stringing out my left hand, the logo facing me. Now the rest of the world don't get to see how cool my coffee mug is. So left-handers are getting reparations before you goddamn you right-handed niggers. Y'all no, y'all gonna have to wait. You straight right hand, take care of your family, ain't ever been in jail. Black people, the ones that did it the right way, you niggas gonna have to wait for left-handers. Telling y'all right now. Hell yeah, I got a point, Big Party. I got more of a point than the gay people. Shit. When I go to court, they say put your right hand on the Bible. So me being left-handed, that's bias. I think the right hand is the lion hand. Why can't I put my left hand on the Bible? Because if the left hand is on the side of my heart, well, I gotta hold my heart. Like if I just put my left hand on the Bible, that take care of everything at once. I got the heart side of my body on the Bible. Like I got a legit right. I'm divesting. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Nicole. See, we delineating. We delineating between the left hand niggas and the right hand niggas. Secure the hands, nigga. We delineate, motherfucker. We delineate. Yes, sir. No, 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 no. Ain't no reparations until left-handers get addressed by the United States government for their historical and and left-handed discrimination is especially bad in the Black community. You know, it's especially bad in the Black community. Like in the church, they don't allow. Like when I was playing drums in church, they got mad at me for setting my drum set up left-handed. It wasn't enough space for me to set up left-handed, so I had to play right-handed. You know. Yeah, scissors too. Yeah, shit. I need reparations for my. I got a C on my in my art class in elementary school because remember in Thanksgiving when they made you draw your hand and then you had to cut out your hand to make like a little turkey. Well, My goddamn turkey looked like a Tasmanian devil because I couldn't cut the motherfucker right because I had right-handed scissors. So since my turkey looked like a Tasmanian devil, I got like a C minus D plus on my Thanksgiving extra credit turkey assignment. I need reparations. Fuck you niggas. Y'all slavery shit can wait. You know? You're right, collection plate, all that. Man, please. That's how stupid the fucking LGBTQ people sound. And if you LGBTQ, I ain't got an issue with you. But y'all people, the motherfuckers that got control of the media, they foul. Flat out. I ain't got no issues with gay people. But the people who are in control of the gay media, they foul. The ones that are in control of education, trying to have teach children sex education, they foul. Foul, foul, foul. Trying to get some real shit going, trying to make some real changes in this country, and you motherfuckers want to talk about y'all rights. Think about it. Ever since Obama gave them gay marriage rights in 2012, think about this shit. When was the last time we talked about updating the power grid? The pipes around the country, this whole country needs to be repiped. The plumbing is fucked up in this whole country, especially here in what happens in there here in LA. Every time it gets cold in the wintertime, you're gonna see you'll have a major pipe main burst because the water freezes and busts those pipes open. Like, this country needs. And you have these massive influxes to the cities. Atlanta's getting real big. Vegas, Phoenix, all these places, and they still got the same freeways. They basically added one lane to the freeways since the fucking 1955. Like freeway size needs to be double. Like every freeway in America needs to have like a double deck on that motherfucker so people can get places on time. We need a mass improvement to public transportation. This country still ain't got high speed rail when they got high speed rail in every other developed nation. We ain't talking about none of that shit. But they talking about bouncing dicks in somebody's ass. Think about that shit for a second. Think about that for a second. Think about that for 1 second. This country needs the internet. We paid in the 1996 Telecommunications Act, our tax dollars paid for fiber optic cables to get laid nationwide. The internet was supposed to be free. The internet was supposed to be a public utility that was free. Wi-Fi was supposed to be free. That's why they took us off analog TV and put us on digital TV. Those analog waves were supposed to be for internet access for everybody. We ain't getting none of that shit, but we could talk about shit swapping activities. Man, immigrants coming to LA mean the same shit that it's always meant. Displacing us. Displacing us. That's what it means. That's why you gotta get your skills up. So I gotta get your personal skills up. Well, I don't know who Sinful P is. I didn't know who Pimp Sim. I didn't know who that brother was we had on Craig Facts. I'll tell you all the truth. To tell you the honest God truth, once I hear pimping or gangster this or pimping that, I lose interest. I just think that side of our culture has gotten too much attention over the last 40, 30, and I'm done with it. Now I will say this. There are I just know who the brother was. He was a good dude. You know, he seemed hella cool. I will say this. I recently have met some I do know some pimps and I do know some gangsters that are really good people. And I mean, for real, these niggas was for real gangsters. These niggas was for real pimps. But I don't look at them as gangsters and pimps because I'm on the level that I met them. These were solid men. And I judge people on, are you a man or not? I don't judge people by what they do. I don't care what you do. Be a CEO or you could be a pimp. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna treat you the same, and I'm gonna treat you with respect. And if I feel that you are 10 toes down style man, if you a pimp, you're gonna get the same respect as somebody who's not. Because like for me personally, like shit like pimping and gangster stuff, that's not my vibration. I'm not with it. Like, but I at the same time I understand it. You know what I mean? That's not my shit. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I don't have to like it. It exists because at the end of the day, we live in a society that's unequal. That they so people gonna have to make it how they make it. You know, this side of society doesn't encourage raising healthy families. So when parents are off doing whatever they do, or leaving their kids behind, or being present and having to work 16 hours a day to pay the bills, you might be raising a little somebody that's gonna be out in them streets. You know what I mean? So if a pimp is, it's for every hoe there's a pimp, and then for every pimp and hoe there's a John. I'm not part of any of that triangle. I ain't a pimp, hoe, or a John. But pimp, hoes, and Johns exist. So they get to live their world. But I'm just saying, put it like this. I'm just saying this. All I'm trying to say is this: I'm not interested in hearing about a pimp or a gangster. I'm done with those stories. I've heard way too many. I've heard enough gangster and pimp stories to last 3 lifetimes. I'm not interested. You live your life, I live my life. And for the pimps that I do know, for the gangsters that I do know, we don't talk about street shit. We don't talk about pimping shit. We either talking about business or something constructive. And that's why I'm cool with them. They constructive men. It's never about them pimping or some shit like that. And I'm not because no, I'm done with that. You're right, DJ started by we the only group that get defined by a criminal element. And we got the least criminal of the criminal element. Yeah, I'm with you, DJ. Somebody, I don't idolize it or prop it up. I refuse. I'm with you. I refuse to idolize it or prop it up. I just have an understanding. Like for me, and don't get me wrong. Look, I turned 41 on Friday. All right, this is wisdom from experience. This isn't me being some extra smart guy or I'm just some nice fellow. I turned 41 on Friday, man, and I said that to say, as you live, you learn. And I used to be hella judgmental. I used to be the main one saying, man, fuck these motherfuckers. And they ain't shit. Blah, 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 blah. But like one day when I was like 35 or 36, I sat down and I asked myself, like, okay, what do I get out of judging some shit I can't control? Like, where do I get from that? Like, do I make any more money? Does that make me a better person? Is there any tangible benefit to having harsh judgment for people and always being right? And then when I thought about it, I was like, that shit really don't do nothing for me. It's better off just, understanding people and respecting them and not making it about me. I don't have to like it. Life ain't about me liking something or not liking something. It just is. So to sit back and judge it and berate people, and my last job taught me that. When I was working out in the field with the kids, so much trauma. I don't see how you can live a life judging other people because you don't know what got you. You really don't know what got people. What we see when we interact with people from day to day, we see the end result They have 30 years, 7 years of experiences that shaped their worldview and shaped how they move through this earth. So it's some people that went through so much trauma them first 12, 14 years of their life. I see where they are now. It's like, man, I wish you were doing better, but I get it. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a quick example. When I was working with my kids, I mean, just one thing about these Q&As, I get to talk to y'all about that. I don't know. One day I probably should do a whole show on this, but like these things come out, and y'all guys don't know. I'm just now been able to talk about my last job without like fucking getting a fucking anxiety attack. That's how bad that shit was. Like I'm just in the last 2 years able to talk about that job without getting an anxiety attack. So I had this kid. He was 7, going on 8, and he was sleeping in class a lot. And I had to ask. He's like, when he's 8, he was like, why are you sleeping so much? And his mom was like, he be up late. And I'm like, why is he up? Like, I get it. I'm thinking he's playing video games, right? And he was playing. But in fact, he wasn't. He didn't even have a video game system. At first, I'm thinking, okay, he probably playing PlayStation. He probably watching the TV late. Nope, that's not what he was doing. He didn't even have a PlayStation. He didn't even have an Xbox. You know what he was doing? Yes, 8 years old. What was he doing after school? He would get out of school, and the candy man would come. And the candy man would pick him up and take him to Hollywood, take him to Venice Beach. And he would sell candy from about 5 o'clock till about 9, sometimes 10. But usually he didn't get home until about 11. This 8-year-old boy, black boy too, used to have to work. And why did this 8-year-old black boy used to work? Because his mom wasn't going to buy him any underwear. He had to buy his own underwear, his own socks. Like she would get him a pair of shoes to begin the school year with. But like his underwear and his clothes, he had to buy it. And he had to give his mom gas money. Not his mom, uh, it was like he was raised by his aunt. It wasn't his mom, it was like his aunt. He had to give her gas money. And mind you, he ate. This little nigga was too tired to go to school because he had to work. So when that boy turns 12, 13, or maybe even younger, if somebody comes to him and says, hey man, you ain't got to sell that candy, you can sell this rock, you can sell this heroin, you can sell this whatever. What is that kid gonna do? Do you think he gonna keep selling candy all night for $5, $10? And that's the thing, he don't get paid like he be out there working like 5 hours, but he don't get like come home with like $10, $15. The person that's sitting out there working made more. So when that kid gets approached to sell some illegal substance, what do you think that kid's going to do? They're probably going to sell that illegal substance. Now they're arrested. Now they have a record, and you see where it's going to go from there. So when I saw that scenarios like that play out in front of me every day, I learned, hey man, you don't know what people go through in life, man. You see them looking all sorry and fucked up, but you don't know what got them there. Gotta stop that judgment shit. Now at the same time, I'm not gonna hang out with your ass. If you one of them dirty, dusty motherfuckers, we can keep my distance, nigga. We don't have anything in common. I don't want to kick it, but I get it. I get it. And these are real life stories. And I would see this every day at work in different ways, different formats. So that shit taught me, man, you just got to respect people. You just got to respect people. Just respect people, people, and keep pushing. You don't know why people do what they do. You don't know what people are going through. Yeah, yeah, especially our people. And that's one thing about me, man. That's what I like. That's one thing I like about like when I do. Yeah, I don't know, like the shit that I do when I give people readings and when I do my relationship coaching. Man, I love that shit. It feels good to help motherfuckers out, to help people get through shit. You know what I mean? Like what I did was I took my old job that I had and I got rid of everything that I didn't like, and I created my own company doing the part that I do like. So I do my relationship meetings. I love that shit. That should give me life. My cardology readings. That should give me life. I got oh, for those of you who don't know, if you want if you down if you want a cardology reading, it's my birthday week. So I'm giving off half off readings all week for my birthday. $85 a session, and we can do things. We gonna be reading. We can read your relationships. We can read your professional life. We can read how you communicate. We can read all kind of shit with the cardology. So even you can go to info. You can go to breakthroughas.org to schedule an appointment. I got half off all week. I already have 15 appointments booked this week, and that means well, they're not on my calendar. Actually, email me because my calendar system. I don't have my discount. Email info@DwannB.com if you want one. I got like 15 slots booked this week so far. I'll take that crazy. Yeah. Yeah. You say you need money? Shit. Get a reading. When it comes to readings, I could uh I could point you in the direction of where your money is. I can do that easily. Once I know your card, I can tell you exactly where you get where what the areas in life that you can make your money. That's easy. It's easy. You know what I like about it? It's a lot of brothers that's like it's a lot of brothers that want readings. You know, black men, we've been the most resistant, including me, literally till about 4 or 5 years ago, especially me. We're the most resistant to a lot of this kind of stuff. I'm just proud to see how many brothers hit up Kendall, my homegirl. That's a hypnotist. Her hypnotherapy. Kendall has helped so many people from this channel with her hypnotherapy, and a lot of brothers. And I'm happy with how many brothers hit me up to get readings, man. I'm shit. That just shows me that black men are at a point to where we just want to get through this bullshit that we going through. We know we've been hoodwinked psychologically. We just had a point to where we want to break through that shit. That's literally why I named my company Breakthrough Advocacy Services. I called it Breakthrough because in order for me to be the best me that I can be, I had to break through my own bullshit. The biggest trick white supremacy plays is it makes us feel like we ain't shit. You know what I mean? It make you feel like you ain't shit. It make you feel like you can't do the things you want to do. It make you feel like you're not supposed to live the best life you're supposed to live. It makes you feel like you're the problem, and it really helps if you know if it gets in your mind properly, which it does for most of us because we're indoctrinated. You limit your own trajectory. So in order to get that right, we got to break through those psychological barriers. And I created my company off how I broke through my psychological barriers. That's why I wrote my first book, No Time to Waste. Go and look that up on breakthroughas.org. My first book is up. My second book I'm dropping in July. After Black Music Month, I'm dropping my second book on communicating, non-confrontational communication. And really, it's all centered around me. It's just, breaking through my own bullshit. Oh, hell yeah, do you 5-4. I'm very busy. Well, you said the main thing? Yeah, diamonds are a glitzy card. Diamonds are refined, but if you're in that diamond suite, usually the diamonds go through a lot of rough shit. Because what's the life of a diamond? The life of a diamond starts off rough before it becomes the big, pretty polished thing that it is. So something about if your card is a diamond, I'm already knowing off top that you went through some rough shit earlier on in your life, um, that shaped you in. So especially people who are diamond cards and they really do shine. Usually the shinier the diamond, the more bullshit they went through when they were younger. That's what I know off top when I see a diamond. Um, Piper, you said the Mer Park. Yeah, the Mer Park is gonna be cracking. I kind of wish I was gonna be there. Like, I kind of wish I was gonna be in the Mer Park because I kind of wanted to do. I want to do a vent. I want to do some vending in the Mer Park. Y'all look out for me this summer. I'm gonna check out some more events in the Mer Park this summer. But I'm vend my. I'm gonna set up like an instance in trays booth and a Hotepish booth, and do some vending where I'm gonna sell my T-shirts and my paintings out there, and I'm also sell some. I still got a fuck ton of crystals I got to move. I started to open up a crystal business like 3 years ago, but the coronavirus hit. 2 years ago, I was opening up my a mineral business, like selling like kyanite, uh, you know, all the different crystals, quartz, hurt, all that shit. And so I got a fuck ton of crystals that I never moved because the coronavirus hit. And so I got like literally thousands of crystals that I got to sell. So I think I'm gonna set up. If the Mer Park has any events like in July, I'm gonna get a vending booth out there so I can move these crystals that I got, and then I'm gonna sell my black music. I want to sell my black music family tree out there and my T-shirts. But on Juneteenth, man, I'm being concerts all weekend, man. Got Earth and Fire and Santana on Saturday. Then on Sunday, Earth and Fire at the Hollywood Bowl. Earth and Fire again, nigga. Anthony Hamilton, The Roots, nigga. I'm in concerts all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Follow my Instagram at DwannB for highlights. You see, I'm right on point, Big Sky. Yeah, yeah. And the minute you told me you was a diamond, okay, yeah, you had a little rough when you was young, but that roughness, and then I'm pretty sure you're fairly refined as an adult. I'm sure you're fairly refined gentleman. A lot of diamonds are. Those be them suit wearing niggas. I'm a club nigga. I don't wear no goddamn suits unless I have to. I do not wear suits. But you niggas that are diamonds be wearing suits and shit. They be all tailored. I be like, man, if you see me in a suit, it's either that one suit I got in the closet that I've been wearing since my grandmama funeral over a decade ago, or I rented that motherfucker. You ain't gonna see me in no goddamn suit. You a jack of clubs? That means you probably talk a lot of shit. Because clubs talk a lot already. They're good communicators. But you've been a jack of clubs, you probably be talking shit. Trust and shooter, no, not crystal meth, nigga. No, crystals, gems, stones. I say I I opened up a stone crystal business selling, all the different crystals, lepidolites, agate, tourmaline, and kyanite, quartz, rose quartz, tangerine quartz. I have all that shit, but like I said, the coronavirus hit, and it just really stopped my business. So I still got all that shit to move. So I'm like, I'm gonna set up shop in the Mer Park this summer until I and set up a tent out there until I sell all the crystals. I'm gonna do the readings again. Nigga, fuck you, B. Pauly. Nigga said Breaking Bad. I'm gonna do readings again. Probably sometime this week. Man, hey, and thank y'all for everybody who came and did to my reading session on yesterday. I appreciate y'all. Y'all fucking broke my phone line. Y'all niggas broke my phone line. Like Skype kicked me off. Like I had some readings scheduled for today that I couldn't do because Skype. I use that same Skype line for my business line when I do my readings, but I forgot I have Zoom, so I'm gonna start doing my readings through Zoom. But like no, because I was getting so many calls that it flooded my Skype and Skype shut me out. It froze me out for 24 hours. It was like, this shit ain't nobody getting this many goddamn calls. This is fraudulent. And they froze me out. But I'm not even mad, man. But I thank y'all because that wouldn't happen if y'all wasn't calling in. Hey, what's up, Kendall? I was just talking about you. I literally was just talking about you, Kendall. I was telling them how proud I am. So many brothers have gone to use your service because we gotta get our minds right, fellas. And Kendall goes a long way in that. A long way. I ain't gonna never need to go to no goddamn therapist no more. But like, now I'm not gonna do no readings tonight. But like I said, I got. If you want a reading, like I said, if you want a reading, I'm giving half off readings all week. It's my birthday week, so this is my birthday discount. I'm sharing my birthday with y'all. Like, I'm not asking for more money on my birthday. I'm sharing y'all a discount. So if y'all want half off readings, $85 a session, email info@DwannB.com or book direct. I want you to book directly on the website, but my discount isn't on the website. Like I just announced it on the show, but the back end of my booking site ain't taken right now. So you just email info@DwannB.com and do it that way. We can schedule a session sometime this week. I'm available for the mostly all day on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but I have a lot of sessions booked this week. So email info@DwannB.com and I can show you and we can do some real in-depth reading. This shit gonna be fun too. I'm gonna tell you niggas all kind of shit about yourself. Uh, yeah, tech issues are pain. But my t-shirt, instanceandasterisks.com, it was supposed to be up last week. But I finally got my t-shirts up. But don't buy a t-shirt yet because I still got to work out. Instanceandasterisks.com is up live. Y'all can go and look at it. But don't buy anything yet because the prices are up there. But I still got to configure the taxes and everything on the back end. But I'm not gonna be able to do that shit till tomorrow. I've been working on my site all goddamn day today, and I'm done with it. So that's why I came on live with y'all. I'm like, I was doing all. I finally got incense and ashtrays ready. So the t-shirts, you can look. You can go to the website now and look, but don't buy. Don't buy. You'll probably get charged like some crazy expensive tax rate, and you won't get. And I don't have my free shipping set up yet either. I'm doing free shipping over $75. So if you buy something now on incenseandashtrays.com, you're gonna have to pay for shipping. I'm giving y'all free shipping. This is how much I love y'all. My canvas print and my frame posters, I'm paying for the shipping. I'm not even charging y'all for shipping. Do y'all know how expensive it is to ship a 24 by 36 canvas print? That shit charges me $30 to $40 every time. at least. But if y'all buy a canvas print or a framed poster of the Black Music Family Tree, free shipping. Or if you buy a T-shirt and a road poster, that's gonna qualify for free shipping too. Yeah, but man, we gonna get it in. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody for that reading show yesterday. Y'all literally crashed my Skype. Skype, I could have gotten some calls from clients today, and I would not have known because Skype crashed because I was getting so many calls for a reading. And y'all reactions was cool because when I'm doing readings, I'm just man like I'm going based off your card, but I'm also channeling too. It's a combination of knowing the card and just being tapped into you and what's going on. So when I talk, I don't know y'all niggas like that. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong when I say it. I just say what come to me. I say what's there, what I'm told to say. And then y'all be like, oh my God, how did you know? I'm like, nigga, I still don't know. I just shit. That's the funny thing about reading. I'm like, you know, when I read Nicole probably gone now. She on the Midwest. But Nicole CNC when I did a reading with her, I just was like, nigga. I was like, man, I see a kitchen and I see like art. You know, it's something with your art. She was like, I do my painting in my kitchen. Her kitchen's my painting studio. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I just see the shit I tell you. So if y'all think I'm bullshitting, go back and listen to my last two cardology reading sessions. Just read them reactions. I didn't know. Look, I don't screen my calls. I don't have a board where I can hold calls. It's just Skype. First call to come through is the one I answer. And I can answer one call at a time. I don't know who calling. I don't know shit. All I know is once they call, they give me their birthday. I find their card and we go to work. You said I made a post about 6'8" yesterday. What modern B song R&B? Modern R&B don't really play music in 6'8" anymore. Hell, to tell the whole truth, they really got rid of 6'8" in the '80s. You haven't heard much music in R&B in 6'8" time since the '80s, really. The '90s had some songs in 6'8". 2000s had less. And like now, it's just mainstream R&B. You don't find it because I appreciate that, Kendall. That's why I'm practicing so much with the cards, man, because like my psychic ability is like crazy. And it's funny, I be talking to my wife. I was just talking to my wife about my cards. She was like, man, I've been knowing you need to do this shit for like 20 years. But she knew me back when I was in high school. I was super Christian in high school and in my 20s. My wife used to clown the fuck out of me when we was in our 20s. When we was in our 20s, me and her, we'd be hanging out, and we'd be out, be like 4 in the morning. She'd be like, don't you gotta go to church in the morning? Start laughing. I'd be like, man. Then I drop her off. She'd be laughing. All right, church boy, I'll see you tomorrow. My wife used to call me church boy in 20. I was always in church. So for her to see me where I am now, she's like, God damn, nigga, you done changed. Telling y'all right now. I appreciate that, Piper. Hell yeah, that. Aries, I was super Christian, like for real, for real. Like I didn't. I played the drums in church, man. I'm telling y'all, I was in church at least once, twice a week until I was like 31, 32. I left the church. What was that? About 10 years ago. Yeah. He says it's always a woman that pulls us away from the Lord. Just the thing. My wife didn't pull me away from church. One thing I can say I love about her, she didn't say anything. We cracked jokes or whatever, but jokes didn't mean nothing to me. I was committed to the motherfucking Lord, Jesus goddamn Christ. And so my wife didn't really pull me away. She stayed quiet. I made my own decisions to do that. Just because really when I was in my early 20s, when I was in my early 20s, I was like, you know what? It was this pastor that came. Y'all may know his name. His name, what's up, Deep Impressions? I appreciate that, Kendall. Yeah, the Instance National was fun. Well, it was this pastor. Y'all can look him up. He recently had a lawsuit against him. I don't know how the lawsuit went, but his name was Mike Murdoch, white pastor. Why my church had a white pastor in our church, I don't know. But Mike Murdoch is a white dude. He looked like he could play King Arthur in Robin Hood. He was one of them kind of dude. He looked like King Arthur. And he had a special service at church one day. We talking like 2002, 2003. I'm at church. And I might be telling you niggas too much, but I don't care. Actually, I'm not telling y'all too much. Just happened. Nigga. This just show you how much people grow. When I was in my teens, I was hella in the church. Like I would play the drums in church. I was at Wednesday night Bible study, and then I would be at Thursday night rehearsal. Then I play the drums at Friday night youth lock in. Nigga, that's how much in church I was. I nigga got a flat tire. God damn. So when I got to my early 20s, when I was still tithing. I used to literally get a church 10%. When I got paid working at the bank, I get a church 10%. So my years, I get into my early 20s, 21, 22, this when I'm doing loans. And the mortgage market is crazy. So it's nothing to get a $10,000 check. And I'm only like 22. But if I got a $10,000 check, guess what, nigga? I gave the church 1,000. I did that when I was like 21, 22. Here at church, I think the biggest check I ever wrote the church at one time, I got like I got like a $40,000 commission, and I gave the church like 3,200. Yes, I did that. I did that. I'm not here to act like I'm better than anybody. You said your mom was watching him. Yeah, dude. So I was doing this tithing at church, right? But by now, I'm starting to feel a little bit differently. My instincts are really starting to kick in. I'm like, man, I don't know why I'm feeling differently because my whole life, all I knew was church. There was never a time in my life I didn't go to church. So I'm like, okay, I'm in college, but at the same time, even though I was in church, I always had my own personal philosophy. I didn't do everything the church told me to do. I still had my own personal philosophy. And one thing about my personal philosophy was if anything that is to be believed is real, it can stand to questioning. That's been part of my personal philosophy since I took this I took a lot I took a class I think it was like a logic class when I was like 19, and that class really stuck with me, and it's no, it was ethics class, and that class really stuck with me. I had a really dope teacher in that ethics class, and after that class, I read this. I forgot the name of the book that we read that year, but I developed my personal philosophy. If it's worth believing in, it can stand to questioning. If it's worth, you say you used to watch Dr. Charles Stanley? Hell yeah, me too. Nigga, Dr. Charles Stanley used to be playing on TV while we was getting ready for church. That's how much I was at church, nigga. I'll be taking a shower, getting, oh shit, my shit went away. So I developed that philosophy. And so I was like people in church. I was using that philosophy everywhere except for church. So when Mike Murdoch came to my church, that was right around the time I said, you know what? Earlier that week, I said, you know what? I'm not feeling the same way about church. So if church and this whole Jesus thing, if it's worth believing in, it can stand to question it. So at that moment, I decided to open my mind and start questioning the church. Before that, I was closed off from asking questions. So I get the hypnotism Christians go through. I was once there. I was willing to question everything except church. I was willing to use logic on everything except church. And so in that moment, I say, you know what? I'm gonna apply that logic to church. And if this church thing is worth believing in, it can stand to questioning. So about a week later, Mike Murdoch comes to my church and he preaches a message on giving and tithing. And he plays that old church line. If you give this amount of money, God's going to give you a blessing that you've never seen in the next 90 days. And when he said that, it kind of, you get that tugging in your soul, kind of like, man, something about that ain't right. Mind you, I'm still under the hypnosis of church at the time. This is me still under this is me still being under the church spell. But even under that church spell, when he said that, it was like, something about that don't sound right. But I was always the kind of person that was going to write that check for church. So Mike Murdoch came and he said, for everyone that gives $280, $280, you give that $280, the Lord's going to rain in a blessing on you that you've never seen. Just give the Lord that $280. And this, if you don't have it, you're just saying that you don't have faith. You have $280. Even if it's not in your bank account, the Lord's going to bless it for you in your bank account. You just need to give $280. So what did my dumb ass do? I gave that $280. It was the best $280 I've ever seen. You know what? He was actually right. I got the biggest blessing I've ever seen in my life after giving up that $280. Because in 90 days, didn't shit happen. And I got to realize, yo, I've been fucked up this whole time. That whole tithing shit ain't real. Now, I do believe in giving back. I do believe in that, but that's when I changed my philosophy in that moment. Like, I still do believe in giving, but instead of giving to the church, I believe giving is giving to other people, giving to people giving to those who are day to day folks who are struggling, not some fucking church. So at the end of the day, that was the best $280 I've ever spent because it immediately broke that spell I had with the church. And at that point, I started to really question everything. Now, I stayed in church, but why did I stay in church? Nigga, I'm a drummer. I love playing the drums. And playing the drums in church pays. I don't know if y'all niggas know that. But you can make a good living playing the drums in church. So after that, I just decided to just observe. I wasn't broken away from the Christian, being a Christian yet. I still was a believer in Jesus. I just changed my philosophy towards tithing. Everything else, I was still open to. But now I'm questioning this shit for the first time. And so while I'm still in church playing the drums every Sunday, I'm just looking around and just noticing everything. And so then when the whole playing the drums thing got old and I was done with that, and I was making enough money doing other things, I didn't need the church's money no more. I was out, and I never went back. Yeah, but I get back to myself. Yeah, yeah, it really worked, B. Paulie, because I got taught a lesson. I a cold lesson that day, and I'm glad I got caught. I'm glad I made that tie. I'm so glad I made that tie because the church got no more of my money after that. And it was crazy too because like a couple weeks after that, I had made like a nice commission check. I think I had made like $50,000 in a month. That next month, I didn't get a church shit. So in actuality, 280 saved me because if I was tithing when I made that 50 grand, if I was tithing like I was, I would have I would have given the church another three or four, $5,000. Yes, I would have. So that 280 saved me like 5 grand just like in a month. And before anyone asks, know that 5 grand wasn't part of the so-called special blessing Mike Murdoch promise. Those loans had been in the pipeline already for like 8 weeks. Like that was just timing. I had worked them deals long before Mike Murdoch came to that church. So I'm like, nah, you ain't giving the Lord credit for this shit, nigga. I pounded the pavement for this money. This shit didn't just show up on my desk, nigga. I was walking up and down Wilshire Boulevard, all them loan officers trying to get some business to come my way. So nah, Lord don't get credit for this one, homie. Mm. No, it was gradual, Aries. It was a gradual separation. That happened at the age of 23. I didn't leave the church until I was 32, 31, 31, 32, 31, 31. I left the church sometime between 31 and 32. That thing happened at 23. I told you before, those next years, I still played the drums in church, and I just observed. I just observed it, like, okay. Because when I said I really was a like true Christian. Like, I read my Bible. You know what I mean? And I lived it because my mom still is a Christian. Y'all gotta realize, when it comes to integrity, when it comes to the word integrity, my mom and my dad, those are two especially strong character individuals. Those two people say what they mean what they say. So I was blessed enough to be raised in a household with two parents who who never lied to me and who were just straight up and they were honest with me. And my parents were great examples. So I didn't have a reason to doubt the church. Because my mom would always give credit to Jesus. But like when I was a kid, I never wanted for nothing. You know what I mean? My mom was the nicest person you'd ever meet. Every time we be driving somewhere, if my mom saw somebody sitting on the bus stop that she knew, my mom didn't care. She was gonna stop and pick you up, even if you were going in the other direction. I remember plenty of times, like my mom, we'd be headed west. She'd see someone she know on the bus stop. They headed north, and she'd take them up just so they could get to the next bus line. And my mom is that kind of sweet. You know what I mean? And for those of you who saw the episode of Craig Facts with my dad, I'm sure when y'all listen to my dad talk, you guys can figure out for yourself how you feel about my dad. I'm sure when you hear him talk, you're going to know that he's a man that means what he says and says what he means. He's a man of character. So when my parents talked to me, my dad wasn't really in church like that, but my mom was. I had no reason to doubt the church. And at the same time, we never had church people over our house. That was another thing. My mom didn't, even though as much as she was in church, we didn't have the deacons and the joy greeters, and we didn't have all these motherfuckers in our house. So I only knew the two people at church on Sunday. I didn't know how they were away from church. That's one thing I give my mom so much credit for. My mama never allowed them motherfuckers in our house. So it wasn't until I started playing the drums for church that I started to see what was going on behind the scenes and the hypocrisy. I didn't know that. I would always hear that Christians were hypocritical. I would always hear that, but that wasn't true in my home. So I had no reason to doubt any of it. What's up, Chris? Yeah, Chris, you know my mom. Chris in the chat room. Yeah, you know my mom. Shit. Yeah. Like, Chris, shit. My mom used to, when me and Chris was in elementary school, shit, my mom, when we used to go to the zoo, she would come with us and just, my mom was always, man, you ain't gonna find nobody sweeter than my mom at all. And she's still that way too. My mom, man, you know how my mom spent her wedding anniversary? My parents' anniversary was June 6th, a couple weeks ago. June 3rd, June 3rd. My mom spent her wedding anniversary taking her friend to the eye doctor that morning. The morning of her anniversary, I called my mom, like, so what are y'all doing today for your anniversary? She's like, ooh, I gotta take Joanne to her eye appointment because she's not gonna be able to drive when the eye doctor dilates her pupils. So I'm taking her to the eye appointment. I'm like, it's you and Dad's, it's y'all goddamn 40 something anniversary. She's like, oh yeah, I know we gonna be in Vegas in a couple of days, so we celebrate it then. Like, that's who my mom is. What's up, last name first? What's up, ALJW? So I had no reason to. I had no reason in my environment to to doubt the effectiveness of the church because I grew up in a super loving home. My home was full of love, and it still is. It still is. It wasn't until I got older I started to see other shit for myself. I'm like, nah, I gotta do something different. I gotta do something different. Yeah, Chris, they love me. Hey, Chris, my sister asked about you when I was over at her house a couple weeks ago. Yeah, my sister asked about you. I'm like, Crispy, shit. My sister, that's my best friend right there. That's why, if you notice on Craig Facts, you don't hear me use the word bitch. I'll say it sometimes if I'm accenting a point, but I don't call women bitches. And I very rarely, I don't have anything negative to say about black women. I have accurate criticisms of certain things that as a culture we do that I don't like. But overall, shit, my point of view on women is great. I've been I've been treated well by every woman in my life, from my grandmama to my mama to my wife to my sister to my homegirls, all my female friends. I still got a fuck ton of female friends, even though I'm married. I got some lifelong female friends, lots of them, and I've never been done wrong by anybody. So my point of view on women is like fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. Y'all see Tasha Ray? She be in this chat room sometimes. Tasha Ray, that's my friend right there. Her and my wife are hella cool. That's my friend right there. I don't be having nothing bad to say about women. Nope. Yeah. What's up, Amara? He said no red pill for you. Yeah. I appreciate that deep impression that Craig, the father and son episode. Yeah, that's my dad. I gotta call my dad. I'm gonna call my dad tomorrow. Yeah, call my dad tomorrow. That's my man right there. He says 340 in the east. God damn. Nigga, you just know what's today? Sunday? This nigga just getting home from Sunday night at the strip club. Yeah, Sunday night strip club, you popping. That's this motherfucker. Frank White, the 30-second. You had 32 ones you just threw up in the air like a at the strip club. Like he came home, no cash, smelling like Hennessy and pineapple juice. I said, I'm about to roll up and pass out. Sunday night, boy. He feeling good. He done got 2 lap dances. One the first chick he got a lap dance from, she got bullet wounds in her thighs. And the second lap dance this nigga got, the woman had some old, hard, stale titties. You know, not the new silicone titties. Those titties from the 80s. When we used to sneak watch HBO, the hard, round, fake titties. He got a Frank White got his neck is hurting because he got slapped with a fake titty in the lap dance room. Like she like pow, and that shit really hit that nigga in the jaw. So he getting home right now, 340 rolling up because he got slapped with a fake titty at the strip club, and he's a little disgusted and turned on at the same time by that chick that gave him a lap dance with a bullet wound in her thigh. That's what just happened to Frank White. That's what just happened. I'm right. I bet you I'm right. Bet you I'm right. Frank White getting home at 3:30 a.m. And then again, and the only reason why you got 2 lap dances because it was 2 for one night. He didn't go to the he didn't go to the main strip club in the city. He went to the other one. You know how like every place got the cracking night, and then the other night, and the other night is there for the people for the discounts for the niggas who are too cheap to go to the main night. You know, you didn't go to the main strip club in the city. You went to the other one because they was giving 2 for one lap dances, and you got a chick with 2 fake brick titties and bullet wound thighs. And that happened. I got surprised into a lap dance after we did that Craig Facts Live about a month, 2 months ago. We went to an after party. We didn't know where the fuck we was going. We didn't know where the fuck we was going. It ended up being some little strip joint. And this is my first time in a strip club. I'm gonna tell you when I stopped going to strip clubs. When I was 24, 25, I went to Atlanta and I went to Magic City and I went to Body Tap. And after going to them Atlanta strip clubs, I never came back to LA and did a strip club. LA strip clubs ain't shit. Once you go to the Atlanta strip club, man, you just wasting your money here in LA. You ain't this shit is horrible. Fucking horrible in LA compared to Atlanta. But I got tricked. Not tricked. We got there, so we up in a little spot. Matter of fact, we don't even know it's a strip club. It's just a warehouse. I didn't even know it's a strip club. It's just a warehouse. But ain't hardly nobody there. So one of the girls come up and they just grabbed me, and I'm not gonna mention the other person on the show that they grabbed. And mind you, these stripper chicks, they was bartending at the show. So we like, hold on, that's the bartender. And then we like, all right. So I sit down. Man, she gave us a demonstration. She had me be the demonstration sit in, and the chick was cool. She wasn't ugly or nothing like that. But those was the hardest titties I've ever seen in my life. Like when she moved, I was like, "Do you have are those bean bags in there?" Those were some hard titties. I was like, "See, this is why I don't go to strip clubs. That's why I'm glad I'm married." Man, first of all, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna be a good sport. We just finished entertaining the people. And the whole time I had my hands behind my back, like, man, I know niggas probably got their camera out. You ain't about to see my hands touching shit. But she pulled them fake titties out. Nigga, I was like, what the fuck? You pay for this? And they was kind of pointy too. They weren't even like round, and they was like kind of pointy. And I was like, okay, you love it. Okay. You must have bought these titties in Trinidad or something. These titties couldn't have got. There's no way in hell you bought these titties from any doctor on Beverly Boulevard. There's no way in hell you bought these titties from any doctor on Wilshire. Not happening. She had to have flown to the goddamn Yucatan Peninsula somewhere in Mexico to get them fake ass titties because them motherfuckers was bricks. I'm like, it wasn't like no flow when they moved. It was just like one shake at one time. I'm like, bitch, you got an iPhone in your titties? What these motherfuckers is too hard. Yeah, parking cones. So, yeah. Happy birthday, Don Smith. Yeah, so nah. Nah, she didn't steal anything, Chris. I didn't pay for that. You said Frank White. Oh yeah, Frank White, yeah, you got your store 20 store, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Frank White, this motherfucker, when he went to the strip club Frank White just went to, that's the only strip club that strip club be selling lean. Like, how the fuck these niggas get away with selling lean in the strip club? Frank White found it. Whatever strip club you just at Frank White, them niggas sell lean and the police don't do nothing about it. The police know them niggas are selling lean. They're like, nah, that strip club is bad enough. We're not gonna bear them any more burdens. You're right, Clinton. Those words, those titties probably. See, I don't want to get harassment. Like, if I popped her titties with a safety pin, yeah, sand would have started coming out. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this chick here, she had to have gotten her titties done, and goddamn, and she got them titties done in like Saint in Martinique or some shit like that. Them hoes was done in the fucking Barbados. This nigga. Yeah. This nigga said parking cones. It says Monday here. Hell yeah. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I got 4 readings tomorrow to do. I'm doing half off. This half off sale shit. I might do this half off sale like twice a year. I might do this a little more. 'Cause, y'all got me working hard. I don't like working out. I don't want to be working every goddamn day of the week. I got so many businesses. I can only. That's why I charge what I charge. Because not only am I reading, InstanceAndAshtrays.com, bookmark that. That's now a full-on media publication where I'm doing my artist reviews, my album reviews, concert reviews. The site is up, but it's not. Don't buy anything off of it tonight. Don't buy anything until tomorrow because the shipping ain't set. And I'm doing free shipping on all orders over $75. It's just not set yet because I'm fucking done tonight looking at computers. I've been working all damn day at that shit. So I'm gonna start fresh at that in the morning to fix InstanceAndAshtrays.com. We're gonna be doing all the music reviews for the R&B sound, the real R&B, jazz, profiles on the greats. So yeah, I can't be doing reading 5 days a week. I'm gonna limit my readings to Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Still got Tuesdays, Thursdays up, but I'm about to take that down. Um, yeah, so she said to make you buy 2 sodas of Red Bull for cover plus drink. Yeah, it's good. It's good chopping it up with y'all always. I think I'll do another show. I don't know. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something on Tuesday. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about yet. I'm gonna see what's happening in the news. On Tuesday, I may either do a current event show, or I may do some more music history. I'm not sure yet. But usually, I decide that morning of what I'm gonna talk about. Usually, when I wake up, I be like, okay, I'll see something going on. I'm like, I want to talk about this. That's usually how I do my shows. Uh, Yeah, down on Mixcloud, InstanceAndAshtrays.com. And yeah, email info@DwannB.com. Because if y'all go back and watch my cardology reading sessions, y'all see how accurate a nigga is. I ain't no joke. I ain't no joke. The proof YouTube. You don't have to listen to me. So, and the cool thing about cardology, I can read your business profile, what you want to do in life. I can help you find your talents and your gifts. I can help you find better ways to communicate to people. I can read what your next year is going to look like. I can read what your next 7 years is going to look like. I can give you just a reading that's going to give you an overall better viewpoint of yourself. It's going to give you an overall better viewpoint of yourself. All that. Don't be spooked by it. Don't be scared. Our ancient sciences that have been purposely taken from us because they don't want us to get a good sense of self, or they don't want us to have knowledge of self. They don't want you to have um, to know how great you are. So they told you our ancient sciences, astrology, numerology, cardiology, tarot. They told you all that stuff is spookism. Yet they use this shit on your black ass every day. So don't be afraid. Tap in. Tap in. This shit ain't spooky. It's a new day. And this come from a nigga. I told y'all how Christian I was. Shit. This come from a nigga who gave the church 3,000 of my hard-earned dollars on one Sunday. Yeah. For me to go from that to where I am right now, is because of observation and understanding and really seeking to see what's out there. Yeah, connect with me. Info@DwannB.com. And for right now, email me. But after next week, we're gonna book directly through breakthroughas.org. Or if you want to book any appointments, if you want to book at the regular rate, you can book on Ava. You can book on breakthroughas.org. I'm not gonna turn away your money. If you want to book at the regular rate, just go ahead and book on my website now, breakthroughas.org. But if you want the special rate, email info@DwannB.com for the rate for my birthday week discount rate. All right, y'all have a good one. I'm out.